Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win a... This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense is on the field for the first time today. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the little brown jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that little brown jug in the celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game. And you're right, Michigan has had it for the majority of the time. Minnesota knows that. They got to do something about that today.
Yeah, Minnesota plays in a lot of trophy games, don't they?
And the pass is intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Warren. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to slam in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Brosmer. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Finds his man down the middle.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down. They go to the draw. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And him down, but not before he picks up the first down. In there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. That
penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Spencer. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. This offense has a second down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Brosmer. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going up top. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. Powers through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
To the air, it's Brosmer. They're trying to get to it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. That is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got it on the outside. It's Prieskorn. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are on the move. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They want to run it left here. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Warren. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. It's complete on the right side.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The aerial assault continues. He rifles one deep to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 11 over Georgia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the ground with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Pulls it in. It's Morgan. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Looking downfield, it's Grosmer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. He makes the connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these 2 teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line. And a 1st half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got a man. It's Edwards. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep moving. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it and fires to the left. On the move is the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Let's it fly. Touchdown Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen,
oh my goodness, he's still moving. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football. They've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
The play action fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Brosmer. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
what a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Wolverines pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to the ground game on the left. Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Morgan. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass, it's Warren. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's back to throw on second down. And wings it incomplete. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. Drive ended with a field goal. The kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. from the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Brosmer. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Hard-hitting tackle. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Edwards. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 13 over Air Force. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Scanning the field, it's Brosmer. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They keep attacking through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Puts him in the spin cycle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and they'll go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it, it's Edwards. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Grosmer. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. He finds his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Looking to pass. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. They want to just keep throwing it. Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going for 6. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Hold,
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Got his man in the middle.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party now. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Minnesota, 22.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalry, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but we'll get you next year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.